Okay, let's see what we got. And very shortly we should have a live stream coming up. And while we're waiting, I'm going to set up one more thing. And so we've got some other bits ready to go. And let's mute that for a second. Let's share that one. That one. Because I think these are going to be really good. And then that's one. That's one. And in a few minutes, as soon as I've got a few people on, we'll start going through the GT pairings. Going to go through a couple of lists. We've got some really cool lists in there, and it looks like this weekend is going to be dominated by demons. But there's a few different variances, with one main character dominating this battlefield on the Twisted Dice events, which is interesting. It's very, very interesting. So let's pull this up so I know. And I've got sound coming through the TV. Let's take that down so we don't get no reverb. Let's go onto YouTube. That way I can see exactly what the comments are. And okay. God knows why it's come up saying, hey David, welcome onto the thing, mate. Shame you're not coming to one of our GTs. It's been a while since we've caught up, my friend. Not really sure why that's come up saying Twisted Dice live painting, because as we all know, this is not Twisted Dice live painting tonight. This is all about the Twisted GT that's coming up this weekend. Super, super excited. Now, we've got a couple of things going on the Saturday. So if you're watching this back after this event, after we've recorded this event, a couple of things in there. We're going to talk about parking. We're going to talk about food. We're going to talk about potentially Saturday night, if anyone's interested. Anyone wants to support on Saturday morning setting up, it'd be really, really cool. And we're going to talk about prizes. We're going to also go through lists today. We're not going to go through every single one. I've picked a couple out that I've liked. I really want to see how these play out over the event. The ones that I think are going to be really strong, so it's going to be really interesting. What else are we going to chat about? We're going to talk about, that's pretty much it, I think. Oh, sponsor as well, which of course is Hobby Workshop. If you check out the link down below, you'll find a link over to Hobby Workshop where you can get some discount, get the products really cheap. Of course, at the moment we've got the Imperial Guard that's just come out, get 25% off on that. So it's definitely well worth going checking them out on there. And of course, if you catch them on Facebook, tell them that we've sent you, because it'd be really cool. Of course, use the link below because it does support the channel. Anything you purchase through Hobby Workshop using our link, it does actually give us some funds back to the channel, and that helps us then again buy more products in for the channel, new armors, etc. And it's really cool. Anyway, so today's event, I'm going to see if I can get a thing on the screen. It's been a while since I've live streamed, and David, as you are probably one of the ones that used to watch our live streams on a regular basis, I think even you would agree that it's been a while since I've used the thing. What do I want? Notes. That's what we're looking for. Notes. Capture. Notes. There you go. So up on the thing, we should see the notes up in the top corner. Let's go back to there. And you can tell I'm an absolute novice at this. It's been a while. So let's close that down, because there's a few in there that's really, really interesting. And if I can just get that just to close over to there, and we can go. Cool. Right. Let's get in with it. So pairings are officially up. So you can see now already that pairings up. I've now tried to do this so... Oh, I don't have much choice in the way. Oh, okay. Nothing important on that. Pairings are up, so you can see up on who's paired up. Now, looking at the thing, I do not think that anyone in a team is playing their first game with their teammate. If you have got turn one and you are playing someone on your team, please drop me a note, message after this, and I can get that changed straight over. Of course, This is going to be the perfect opportunity then to scour through the lists, check out your competition, because there is going to be some extremely strong competition this weekend. Every single one of our GTs, even our one dayers, we've got some really good players that attend our tournaments, and there's some really extremely good lists tend to appear on the battlefield at Twisted Dice. And one of the things I love about running the Twisted Dice events, A, getting to catch up with people I haven't seen for a while, B, getting a chance to hang around with people that are very like-minded to myself. I love getting to tournaments, but unfortunately this year it's been an absolute nightmare. But next year, hopefully, I want to try to get to as many other tournaments as I possibly can. Of course, represent the team as best we possibly can. More importantly for the Orcs, that's what it's all about. And of course, it's awesome to see how people, when they come up with lists, you're going to see net lists as you play these events, but every now and then you'll find someone have a list and they will tweak it and they will make it their own. And I love that. I love seeing how people's minds work and how they come up with lists and how they deal with the meta, the cheese that's currently out on the battlefield at the moment. And let's face it, at the moment, I know that Orcs have won a big event over in the States at the moment, which is quite interesting. I've looked at the list and I'm looking at it and thinking, not quite sure how that's won. Of course, it does depend upon the player, and he's obviously got to be a really good Orc player to win those events. So it's really interesting on that. And then we've got a couple of Orc players that are attending this weekend, so I'm really super excited to see how the Goths are going to be playing out on the battlefield. Looking at the list, there's some really interesting things on there. I'm definitely going to be sticking over those tables just so I can see what's going on. Now, one of the things we will be doing over this event, we'll be trying to do a live stream. This weekend, or this week, I've been madly trying to get the Mac together, my laptop, trying to get so we get a live streaming going on our Twisted Dice event. And this will be the first event we are going to be live streaming, so I'm really super excited on that. We're going to try at least get 3 cameras up, one for the commentary, one for the dice tray, and one for the drop down camera. It's going to be fun. It's going to be super exciting, and if I can bring some of the fun and the excitement from the battle reports into this is going to be cool. As the day goes out, I'm going to see if I can get a couple of the players, so some of the guys and girls that are going to be playing at the event, I'm going to see if I can get them on camera, chat about their lists, go through why they're taking certain things to the tournament, how the event's going on, how they're finding the event, and how they're finding their opponents. And of course, at the end of the event, if we've got time and the player that won the event hasn't disappeared, I'm going to try and get a interview with the winner of the event as well, so we can go through and see their mindset, how chuffed, excited they are for winning the event, because as I said, look, this is going to be super cool. We've got some cool prizes coming up. So we are sponsored by Hobby Workshop, so we've got some vouchers. I'm waiting for something, hopefully turn up the post. So I can't say anything more on that at the moment, so I've just got to wait for that one to turn up. But if it does, grand. On the Saturday, we have got Breakfast Club. It sounds like you're a school playground, but we have got Breakfast Club. So the British Legion does do food on a Saturday morning. So if you get in there early enough and you want a fried up breakfast, they will be offering on there. At the moment, I can't tell you prices until Saturday morning. So if you do head on down and you do forget to get breakfast, they will be able to provide you something on the day. Unfortunately, it isn't free, but all the money the British Legion make on food helps support the charity of the Royal British Legion. So that'd be really cool. And on Sunday, they also do a really super cool roast as well. Actually, if you're in the live chat, I know you've experienced one of the roasts. I've had it as well, and it's really nice. If you don't want to roast, I will get them to do you up some burgers and chips. Again, so it's endless. Whatever you fancy, I'm sure I can get the girls to muster you up some food, and it'd be really, really cool. Right, so parking. Now, this is the really important bit on there. In the Leighton Buzzard itself, we've got a car park which is literally just behind the Royal British Legion. Now, I'm getting over this point first of all, because this is where I don't want people to disappear, because the parking is the really most important part of the event. Behind the Royal British Legion, there is a multi-storey car park in there. However, the multi-storey car park does close at certain times. I can't remember on a Saturday if it's 6 or 7. Unfortunately, when they close their down gates, and you cannot get your vehicle back out until the next day. So if you're not staying over in Leighton Buzzard, it's probably best not to park in that car park. Kyle has kindly put me together a mission pack. In that mission pack, Kyle was put in there where's the best places to park in Leighton Buzzard. There's 2 open air car parks in Leighton Buzzard, one on the other side of the town centre, which is about 5-10 minutes walk, about 5 minutes walk to the Royal British Legion, and the other one is behind the library, which is just slightly up on top of the hill. Again, about 5 minutes walk to the Royal British Legion. If you've never attended one of our events at Royal British Legion, if you don't fancy the food at the Legion, we've got a Tesco's, which is about, again, 10-minute walk down the road. We can get sandwiches, crisps. We've got a Subway in the town centre itself. We've got Pizza Hut. We've got Domino's. Yeah, there's quite a lot of variety in the town centre itself. And the town centre is literally just a couple of minutes behind the Royal British Legion. As I said, there's so much there. If you want food, there's so much there available. On the Saturday night, we've got in the town centre itself, there's a really good buzzing atmosphere for the nightlife on Saturday night. So if you want to go out and have fun, have a few drinks. Now, of course, please don't get super drunk. Don't do my buddy Ace and come in the next day absolutely steaming with your sunglasses on, with your head down, because it's not going to be a fun day for yourself. Of course, go out and have fun, because, as I said, the nightlife's pretty cool. It is a really good little atmosphere out there, and there's some really nice restaurants out there as well to go get food at. Potentially, we may get a couple of us get together to go get some food. So if that's an interest to yourself, want to tag along with us, again, just give us a shout. Moving then over to the day itself. Now, if we can get you in for around about 8:30, 8:45, just so we can get the registration going through, get you set to your tables, pairing up, so we can then see who's playing the games, and we can go from there. Each round is going to be 3 hours, so you'll have 15 minutes in that 3 hours to set up, go through your lists, secondaries, and then so you have 2 hours and 45 minutes to actually play the game itself. So you have loads and loads of time to play at the event itself. Now, chess clocks, really important. I'm a strong believer in chess clocks. So please, if someone wants to use the chess clock, it's probably best to use the chess clock if you possibly can. Unfortunately, I've been to events and I've seen events where the chess clock doesn't get used, and unfortunately, someone does then might get slow played towards the end. So I'm not saying you to use chess clocks, but if you'd like to use a chess clock, it's a really good idea. I really like them, and it gets your gameplay up as well. If you start getting used to it, it does make that gameplay so much better. Right, so I can't even see what he's saying. I'm getting loads of messages popping through, and I just haven't got a clue what Kyle's saying. Hopefully he'll let me get back to him later on. So let's just see what's in the chat so far. Front Room Gaming, whoop. And you have got a very good easy win, Mark. Let's put that in there. Talking Orcish. We've got Mitchell. Good to see you back as well, my friend. It's been a while since we've seen you, Robert. It's been a long time. And of course, Matt. Yes, the lists are still hidden. I want to tease you out a little bit before we go too far into that. So just before the end of this live stream, I will be revealing lists, because there's some really cool damn lists in there. And of course, I don't want to take the fun away just yet. So let me take you through a couple of lists that I think is going to be really damn cool on the event. So going back into this part, and if I can just get down, of course, the first one up is Sid's list. Now, knights are, at the moment, if you play knights and you play knights well, damn, they can be really good. Let me get this screen up. My mouse is all over the shot. It's like it's alive. Where are you? Come on. Come to life so we can see what we're doing. Right, let me pull that up so we can get a better screen of what's going on. Hopefully you can see that screen. Let me know in the comments down below if you cannot see that, but hopefully you can. So what we got going on in Sid's list, we have got lots and lots of the small knights, lots of the armigers. The thing about the armigers, they are so damn fast, pumping. And now where he's got the multi-melters, so he's got the look, there's so much firepower in Sid's list. It's going to be very hard to shift them. And because they are smaller knights, they've got that ability then to hide around the battlefield. So, you know, again, Sid, I'm really super excited to see how your list plays out, how you play that list. I know how the list is going to play, but more interesting to see how you play that list and how you come across on the battlefield. Because again, Sid, it's been a while since I last seen yourself. The next one was, who we got next up? Ba-ba-ba-bum. Who is this list? I think this might be, no. Okay, so we've got a little star in the making coming up through the ranks really quickly. And this is John Drakeley's list. John is a local at our Twisted Dice Club, part of the team. John's games play has just got better and better and better as time goes on. And again, I'm really... So the last game he played a couple of nights ago, he beat our club champion. Give him a good hiding, and I'm super excited to see that. So, John, well done on that. I was, super excited on that. But again, this is going to be a running thing over this weekend. We're going to see demons. We're going to see chaos. There are other lists in there as well, which I'm cool on. Gutted to see only one Tau list taken by Aaron. Aaron's a really good player. He knows his Tau very, very, very well. So again, quite super excited to see how well Aaron takes his list and where he ranks in with that. But going in with John's list, interesting enough, he's going with the World Bearers, Demon Prince. Now, I know John's toyed up with different factions in there, so going from World Eaters, but he's going in with the Dark Apostle, Cultists. Cultists are great for holding back objectives. Legionnaires, the Chaos Terminators. Now, the Terminators are good, strong. He hasn't gone too much on them. We've got the Possessed. Again, a very fast-moving unit. Depending how John plays that, it's going to be really interesting. But the thing that makes Chaos good at the moment is a real cheap troop choice. A cheap elite troop choice, and that's the Flamers. Every damn list that you see at the moment taking the Flamers. Now, you can only wait and see that these Flamers are going to get hit hard by the nerf bat. They are making demon list so damn strong with a 3-up save against shooting. I believe there's a 5-up against close combat. So if you're going to come up against these, they are super scary. You get them in combat, they're going to fall apart. But if you don't get into combat, they're going to absolutely destroy you. D6 shots on each of them. Strength user. Look, these Flamers are no joke. You can't charge them. You've got to deal with them. Or if you can get in there charging, you've got to be really, really smart and careful on how you play these, because these are super damn strong. And I know John's having so much fun with them. Moving then over to the next list. I can't remember if this is Byron's one or Franco's one. Bum, bum, bum. Why are we not getting names on the thing? I thought we had. Bum, bum, bum. So we've got a few armies this weekend taking demons, and of course the strongest unit that I'm seeing across the board, of course, is Tzeentch. Tzeentch is making such a dominating appearance on the battlefield, and of course it's going to be that 3-up saves against shooting. It's not an invulnerable save, it's a demon save, so none of your special weapons or abilities are going to ignore that. They're always going to get that, which is super damn strong, unless I've missed something. Going in with the Bloodletters, again, good in close combat. I think a 4-up in Van. So they're really good. You've got the Demonettes. Demonettes, again, really good. They get into combat. They've got the ability to fight first. Super damn scary. If you put them in with a squad of Bloodletters into a unit, the Bloodletters might not be able to get first if you've got fight first or something that's going to take over that, but those Demonettes can do some real damage, and they move damn fast. And again, Flamers, what a surprise. What a surprise. But this is the fun thing about it. These guys are going to have to face each other somewhere down this battle. It's 5 rounds. I cannot imagine these demon players dodging each other over the weekend. There's quite a few of you there, but it's going to be super cool to see who plays these demons and how they play them. If I can get one, I'm going to try get one of these armies up on the live stream to see how they play the play these flamers, how they play their demons against in a real competitive environment. So super excited on that. But again, the one unit that we're going to see quite a lot over the weekend, and that's Be'lakor. Be'lakor is making such a strong presence over this battlefield, and it's so damn cool, so cool. Again, I think this is Byron's one. I think, oh, it might be Franco's. No, this is Franco's. Bloodletters, again, Be'lakor, Flamers, Demonettes, Blue Horrors. Yeah, this is Franco's one because he's got the Blue Horrors. We've got the Flux Master. This, again, it's a strong list, a very, very strong list. He's going to be able to hold objective very easily. It's going to be hard to shift them. That Demon Invulnerable save makes it so damn strong. And of course, chucking Be'lakor in the mix. Yeah, look, this is going to be super cool. Super, super cool. Going then over to one more list. And this is going to be will.i.am. And he is taking a army that I do love. But I find it, for me, on the battlefield, I struggle to play the Genestealer Cult. For me, the Genestealer Cult, it's a very, very hard army to master. If you get everything off, the Genestealer Cult are so damn strong. They've got so many cool abilities. It's so hard to screen against them. If you get them in combat, they can do some damage. But the problem is with the Genestealer Cult is, for me, they don't have enough damage. They don't have enough output. And if you fail your charges with these, then they suck. They are a real glass cannon. Now, we've got James Blake. He's also going to be taking the Genestealer Cult, and we've got Will taking the Genestealer Cult. Both players are extremely very good on the battlefield. Both of them come across very, very well. So, again, I'm very interested to see how both James and Will play the Genestealer Cult, because at the moment, technically, they're not in a strong place. So if you look at the whole list of armies that are coming at this event, we've got Mikey with his Tyranids. We're seeing a lot of demons on the battlefield. Demons at the moment, statistically, have got the best chance of winning this event. Followed up then by, to see how well Sid comes on with those knights. That's going to be really interesting. But I'm really keen to see how the boys play with the Genestealer Cult, because, as I say, Genestealer Cult do have a nice little place for myself. I love their playstyle. I love the lore. I love the fluff on them. There's so many damn cool things with them. But looking at if I can get back onto the lists again, we've got Orcs in there. Now we've got Clements. He's going to be coming in with Ynnari. Again, I haven't seen, myself personally, I haven't seen Ynnari on the battlefield since 8th edition. So again, I'm going to be seeing how he plays that Ynnari. We know there's going to be some cool tricks in there. The fact that when things die, she is going to pop, pinging around the board, which is going to be quite scary on that. We've only got one Vortan player as well. David is bringing along his Vortan again. One of our newest members to the Twisted Dice team. At the moment, he is desperately trying to paint up those Vortan. He's just got loads and loads in. Again, we know the Vortan have had one hell of a nerf bat straight from the bounce on the Codex dropping, because they were super damn strong. But again, it's going to be interesting to see how he plays them, because I've seen 1 or 2 games down the club with the Vortan, and they have come across very damn strong against the battlefield. And then we've got one Adeptus Astartes. Adeptus Astartes Sisters, being a bit simple tonight, so to apologise. We've got James Groover coming in there from Goonhammer, bringing again with his Elder. Really top lad. Really interesting again to see what he's bringing in his list. Well, I already know it's in his list, and you're going to see it very soon as well. One Custodes player. We've got World Eaters. Interesting, because at the moment I've got the last army I've been playing a lot of is the World Eaters. He's got a really good little list going on there. My phone's going a little bit slow, but we've got Khan this is what makes his list interesting. He's going with Khan the Betrayer. Now, there's a lot of respect in that. Khan the damn Betrayer. And at the moment, he's not the best on the battlefield, but he's taking him. And I love that. I love the fact he's taking Khan the Betrayer. He's taking a Disco Lord, which is pretty damn cool. The only downside, unfortunately, the bad news on that, the Disco Lord may or may not be in the next codex if you look at the leaks that's been shared on the points that have been posted up on all the Chaos things. So that's interesting. We got Cultists, we got Khorne Berserkers for days, which is brilliant. Chaos Terminators, which is a strong one. We got rhinos again to push up those Khorne Berserkers, which is a real great thing in there. And then we've got a detachment of demons for Kanak, bloodletters, fleshhounds. This lad is going pure Khorne, mate. I love it. Pure Khorne. No fucking around with, pardon my language. Where's the bleep? No mucking around with these flamers, these cheeky Tzeentch. He's sticking true to the heart and going proper Khorne, and I damn love it. And. Oh, I'm super excited for this one. So, this event, I've been busy as hell. This will be going straight to the World Eaters player. Now, this is meant to be a keyring. That was the plan of it. It's meant to be a keyring. It's used with a resin that's a lot more stronger than normal, so it shouldn't break. But as Kyle pointed out the other day, it looks like a Christmas tree decoration. So it is totally up to yourself on whether or not you want to do yours up as a Christmas decoration. Callum, I know you're going in there with 1,000 Suns, so you got yourself 1,000 Suns. James, got yourself an Eldari one. We've got a Sisters one. In fact, as I said, I've been a busy boy, so everyone at this weekend's event will be taking away one of these as a little extra. So no cost, there's nothing in, this is just for turning up to the event. I printed one off for each one of your factions. Is there any one that I haven't done? The only one I couldn't do, which was the Dark Angels. That's the only one I couldn't do, so I really do apologise on that. However, you do get a cool, I can't see it because I haven't got one printed off yet, but you will have, oh no, I lie. I'm telling lies already, so do apologise. Ta-da! That's a misprint, so you won't be getting that one because there's a little bit of a defect going on up on that. So I've got to print out for another one so it's nice, shiny, and really cool. So something to take away from this weekend. Wear it proudly. I'd really love that, and that'd be really cool. What else are we going to do? So let's do the more important thing now by going and revealing lists. Let's show everyone who is taking what to the event, because I think I've chatted away quite a lot. So lists are no longer hidden. Disable editing. So you can no longer edit your lists and resubmit something cheesier. Now, one player is going to be playing the Ringer. At the moment, the Ringer is... I've got a Ringer coming out. I'm just waiting for his list to come through. But if that doesn't change, you will be facing a Warhound Titan. But not any Warhound Titan. Let's take this off the screen. Come on. Let's get that on there. Oh, do you know when it just doesn't want to work? We are going to be playing... Ta-da! If there's no ejections, he's going to be making an appearance on the battlefield. 2 heavy flamers. He's going to be good. He isn't going to win events. He's not going to be that model that's going to absolutely dominate the battlefield. He's not going to be easy to shift, but he's going to make it a very fun, interesting unit to play up against. And it'd be really cool to see how well he actually performs in the battle. I'm, again, super excited on that one. That's really cool. That is it. So let's go to the comments. See if anyone has any questions about the weekend at all. So chuck your answers in now if you have any questions whatsoever. I think the Warhound Titan is going to be a super cool addition to the battlefield itself. Oh, I haven't even showed you the trophy. Wow. What do we reckon? First prize. Now this is I'm really super excited on that one. The fact that we've got the mascot. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm looking up, I've got the camera there and I've got my TV there, so I can see exactly what I'm showing. But for the event, again, I've been working hard on these ones to make sure that we've got the right type of trophy that goes with it. But yeah, really, really, really excited on that one. So the only thing on that may change slightly. I'm not too sure whether I like the doggies on this yet. So that may have a slight little tweak on there towards the before the weekend. If it is not that, I may just simplify it down just a tad, but it's going to look so cool. I don't want it to be too big where it just dominates and it just ends up hidden away somewhere. So we've got some comments. What we got? Bum, bum, bum. Clarence's asking about the Ynnari. If you will play like the LGT. So I'm going to put in the comments. Sorry, Clarence, you did ask about that, and I've completely forgot to come back to yourself on that. So do apologise. My week has been absolutely flat out. It's been absolutely crazy. But we're going to be playing it. So let's get this up. Let me get that. So what we're going to do is, regarding the Ynnari teleport, yes, can teleport when units die, friends, foes. Still can't declare a charge or perform a heroic intervention in the same time she does. Two, regarding for secondaries, they would not be able to take Ynnari secondaries as not every model in the army has the Ynnari keyword. They don't have the rule that would bypass this, such as Agents of the Imperium or Chaos, etc. Hopefully that answers your question on that. I will put that up in our in the discussion on the Twisted Dice page, so you can see that in text. But that's something a few of us agreed upon that. With the local events at so a lot of the local events, so our good old buddies from Toys Mass Destruction. You've got the mine's gone absolutely blank tonight. Oh Jesus Christ, it's been a long one. Toys Mass Destruction. The Wickham. My brain is gone This is really bad. This is it's embarrassing. Greetings of the Warp. We've got Lewis on there. We've got quite a few St Albans lads on there as well. We've got a little group of TOs local to all the events. So in that little group, what we go through is when we're doing these events, if we come across a difficult player and he or she gets a yellow card at one of our events, that then gets flagged up across all of our local events. So if we do get someone that is not playing to the right spirit, they will get flagged up onto that group. So we're trying to combat bad behaviour within the tournament scene, because one of the bad things we have at the moment, no, sorry, I lied to you. One of the things we don't have in the tournament scene is we don't have a lot of bad playing at our events. But if we do come up across anyone that's not playing to the spirit of the game, we want to try and manage that within our local events. We want to make sure that our events are the best and the most fun that you can possibly have at our events, whether it be a Twisted Dice one, whether it be Toys Mass Destruction, Greetings of the Warp, the St Albans guys. We want to make sure that the best gameplay is played across these events. And one of the things we can't stand is cheating on the battlefield. So over the event, just please bear in mind that obviously respect each other on that, because it's really important. Mistakes can be made. I'm not saying that I don't want people to worry to the extent, but if you're full blatantly cheating, please don't do it. Don't make that silly mistake, because it's not worth it. But in that thing on there as well, if we have any rules questions, any rule queries amongst us in that little group, we will then take that away, and then we will come up with a generic thing across all the tournaments, so we all play. We all sing off the same hymn sheet, if that makes sense. So again, as you come to our events, that that the same rules are going to apply amongst all of us, which is really cool. So, and again, in that TO group, we've got some really cool players in there as well. And of course, we've also got the Hamel boys in there as well. So, sorry, Ashley, nearly forgot to mention yourself there, so do apologise. That's pretty much it, I think. I don't think of anything else to cover. Well, interesting enough, Will, I think the last event you attended, you did come away as the Twisted Dice winner at one of our GTs, the last one you come. So that's really, really cool. I think that is pretty much everything on the secondaries. So if anyone hasn't, over the weekend, I'm going to be doing a lot of recording. So I'm going to try to capture this event so I can put up onto our YouTube channel, Facebook. Best painted, I nearly forgot about that. That's really, really important. When we do best painted for armies, we'll go around, we'll choose 3 armies to be best painted army. But then we're going to do best painted model. So best painted character model, as in like small. So we're going to do best character, that type of size. Then we're going to do monster. As you can tell, that's Golden Demon winning standard painting awards there. And then we're going to do vehicle as well. So vehicle monster would be in the same category. I just got to lose my bloody brains tonight. 3 award, yeah. It will be, so what we will do as the event goes, I will take, there'll be a section where you can put your armies up, your models up on display. What we'll do is a bit of paper up there as well. If you can just write your name underneath the model itself. So place your model with your name underneath it. So what we would then be doing is taking pictures, and the voting will be done on Facebook. That's really, really important. So make sure you're liking the Twisted Dice page. Once we post up on the page, the person that gets the most likes off our page will be the winner for the best painted models, units, however we got, whatever units get placed up on there, and the same for the best painted army as well. So if you could do me a massive great favor when you see these pop up, if you could share this amongst your friends and family. Everyone's open to vote on it. It's not just for the people at the event, because unfortunately sometimes when you go to an event, people do put their armies up for best painted, but because you tend to get lunch, people go out and eat, and they forget to look at the armies and get to vote. Doing it this way, I get a chance then to take a close-up picture of the models, so we then get to capture some of that true detail on there, so we get to see more of the actual model itself. And that's the main thing I'm really super excited for, is that we can get more of the details of what someone's put into that army, what someone's put into a character. Because I know when I go to events, sometimes you look over like 10 different models and you miss the details. Like someone might have done like I don't know, some tattooing up on the side of the head, and you might have just missed it, or some slight battle damage that, you know, you don't want to go over the top on it, but just wanted to, you know, put it in there to make it look. They're the type of things we're looking for. And again, I wanted to make sure that putting it up on Facebook, we can get it there and show that off. And then, of course, last place at Twisted Dice, what we offer is a free ticket to the next event. So if you come last at our events, you will get a free ticket to the next Twisted Dice GT. So you'll be so basically your weekend will be free. Not a bad little prize, eh? And I think that is it. Let's see if we've got any more questions going on. I know there's a little bit of time delay from ourselves and before. I don't think there is anything else. Anyway, I think I've been rambling on for about 40 minutes. This has been the first time in a long time since I've done this, so I really appreciate everyone that's jumped on tonight and joined me on this live stream. As always, you guys and girls are absolutely awesome, and I'm so super excited to seeing you guys and girls back to the event. And again, just want to say a massive great thank you to everyone that's supporting us on the event by coming to our events. It's really cool. And of course, if you haven't been to one of our events before, please don't expect all the terrain to be exactly the same. One of the things that me and Ace want to do at our events, we want to make sure that every table looks and feels different. Some tables will have trees on there, some will have rules, so there's going to be real very different bits of terrain at our battlefields. So hopefully, you know, it'll be fun on it. By the way, if you get to a table and you feel it's a bit too bare, please call one of the TOs over, we'll have a look at it, and you know, we'll go between both of you and we'll address that. Anyway, I'm going to leave you be. Have a great weekend. Let the fighting talk commence on the group chat in the Facebook page. That'd be really, really cool. Again, if you haven't already, please do like the Twisted Dice page and the Twisted Dice community group. It'd be really cool to see what you guys and girls are working on at the moment, what you're bringing to the event. If you want to share that up on there, it'd be really cool to see what you guys are doing. Anyway, I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to go to bed. No, I'm not. I'm going to revise because I'm going back to college. and I need to get ready for my course for next week. But until then, I'm going to see you lot the weekend. Keep safe.